That hike is officially the hardest we've ever done, with the most ways we could have.
Welcome to another beautiful day in Taiwan. We are in the northeast today, and we're going to do a hike today that Heather's wanted to do for years. And she's very excited about it, although she's holding it back a little bit.
Only a little.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm like equal parts excited and nervous. I'm questioning something. Because this hike looks hard. In fact, I would venture a guess that this is going to be the hardest hike we've ever attempted, and we have hiked all over Europe in some spectacular places that also were hard, but I think this is going to be even more difficult. We are starting at Teapot Mountain. Depending on how we feel at the top, then we are going to continue on to the even slightly more difficult Mount Banping? Banping? I really stink at pronouncing things here. We just do our best.
I'm no better.
This route at the beginning involves a lot of stairs, so I guess let's start with the stairs. Here are some things that we know about today's adventure. We know that we'll be scrambling through a cave to get to the top of Teapot Mountain. We'll be doing some rock scrambling.
Ow.
There are some ropes that will guide us along some ledges, and we'll be walking along the top of a mountain ridge. We'll also be aware of snakes. We've already seen like a baby one, which we did not film. And there's all sorts of signs saying beware of snakes. As is well documented, I'm not a fan. So I'm hoping we don't see any. Bill's probably hoping that we can film some. And those are the things that we know about today, along with no restrooms, no facilities, no water refill. We brought our own food. And even we'll be leaving the shade in a while. And I'm sure we'll be missing it. Yes, it's hard to talk when you're going up this many stairs. Oh, the views today I think are going to be incredible.
Where we were yesterday is just beyond this ridge right here in Jiufen.
I just love stairs. They're so fun. I'm starting to get glimpses of the view. I know that it's going to be spectacular today. It's so clear. It already is looking really nice. We've reached our first resting point about a half hour into our hike, which is more like just continuous never-ending stairs. It is so windy up here. I'm not complaining because it feels incredible, but boy is it windy. The view is also amazing, and there's this pagoda that gives us a little bit of shelter from the sun. A little bit of a breather right now. If this wind doesn't die down, we're not gonna be able to fly the drone today, which would be such a bummer. It appears as though we are leaving the stairs behind and starting our ankle workout with rocks. Way back when we were in Alishan, we basically climbed to the observation deck of Taipei 101, not once, but twice in just 3 days. And I think I said back then that we were training for an adventure later on in the trip. This is that adventure, and this is a lot of stairs. That is the top that we're headed to. It's so windy. This rock is strangely green and like glows in the sun. Does anybody know why? We've never seen this before. 200 more meters to the peak. I think it might all be stairs. We have reached the cave that we need to climb through. We are gonna clip our GoPro to Bill's backpack and hopefully capture the adventure through the cave, because we need both hands available. it's possible you won't fit through the hole at the end.
Okay.
I guess follow the rope.
It goes up and to the left.
It looks like there used to be a rope to help you. I think maybe they don't want you going this way. So let me just go this way.
Brilliant. I think this might be the point where the backpack doesn't fit.
If you lean forward with your chest as you will come up.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
That was almost an I don't fit situation. Okay. No problem.
We're a little bit stuck. We don't think that we go through this way. It is so very windy once we get to the other side that going over seems pretty unsafe, and we're seeing underneath us some more ropes, so we're gonna go back down what we just came up and turn the other direction to try to get through the rocks. That's what we're gonna do.
Do you have an I don't fit situation?
A little bit claustrophobic right now.
I'm sure there aren't earthquakes in this area. The backpack doesn't fit. Time to hand it up. Yeah, definitely wouldn't fit with the backpack. Ow. Wish I hadn't had so much for breakfast. I'm through. Oh, I see. Now we go this way.
What? We do?
Made it. What's next?
I went ahead just a little bit to make sure that we're going down the right way off this rock. I nearly got blown off the rock from the wind. It's so windy as we leave it. So our number one goal for this next section is to be safe as we get down from the rock and on to the next section of the next trail, which we're gonna continue on to. Yay, it's going well so far. Aside from just wind. My hair is crazy.
Adventure.
So windy. I had to tuck my shirt in. It was flying everywhere.
Marilyn Monroe moment.
And we're on the other side. That's where we came from.
What goes up must come down.
And then back up again.
True. This is the first decent trail map we've seen. We've been using all trails instead, and that's worked out pretty well for us.
Here's what our path looked like. That's what it felt like, at least. Up, down, zig, 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 zig. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Zig, 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 zig. Oh, this path feels so much easier now. I keep turning around to look at the view behind us. We went through that.
No problem.
The climb up this mountain is a mix of stairs that are a bit uneven. Those were not even. Nothing about those were even.
The trail is incredibly well maintained
Yeah, sure is.
for how remote it is.
And boulders. And I am looking almost even across to the rock that we were so proud of crawling up to earlier. We went through that. We went down a little bit into a low plateau, and now we're climbing back up the other side. This is quite tiring, if I admit it. I don't regret it. Yet? Question mark? Hey Bill, do you regret me talking you into this?
No, not yet. The day is young.
There's still time. I guess that's a trail. It's not like it's windy. Oh my God. It's really, really windy. Bill's telling me to keep my body low through there. It is so very windy. Wow, it is so windy. Then we're gonna put the cameras away while we go up this pass, just to make sure that we're safe. I'm questioning some things. Seems like a really good place to take a break. The views from up here now are ahead of us and behind us.
And that's the ridge that we walked all the way up.
It's beautiful. We're so high up. You can just see so far today.
We brought a bunch of snacks today, and that's not the interesting bit. The interesting part is we've gone up in altitude. It's a little more puffy than it was.
I'd love to say we hauled some bento boxes with us today, but all we have is our makeshift peanut butter sandwich, strawberry jelly sandwich, smush them together, magic. You can sort of hardly make it out, but that trail leading up the mountain is our next step. It looks a little bit precarious, if I'm honest. We've enjoyed our break up here. Some people passed by coming from the other direction, which was really unexpected. And now it looks like we have some more ropes in store. Oy, oy. The break was really nice. Somebody just came through and tried his English on us. Of course, our Chinese is horrible, and he tried his English on us. And finally he gave up and he's like, I don't know. And we said, I don't know either. All right, let's hit the ropes. Oh, this rope. Oh, Nelly. Why aren't we down there?
I don't know. That does look easier.
This is so awkward. This is the Heather cam now, which means that Bill's gonna have to bleep a bunch of swearing. How'd you get up there, Bill?
I don't know, I just did.
Ouch. Ow. Yeah, perfect. I think. Chain is useless. We think this is just about as high as we're going today, which Bill feels is important. I just feel like it's the windiest spot today. Yes, I am holding on. The views are amazing though. We don't know if this is anything significant. It could be marking an electrical line, we have no idea. Or it's something significant. It feels like triumph. Triumph! Nice to meet you. That was funny. I swear hikers are some of the nicest people that you'll meet. Whenever we're hiking, we just always encounter people who are super friendly, and I think it's something about being on the trail together. You just have this shared camaraderie. We were those people, I can't believe it. We just came from there. You know what I mean, right? If you're a hiker, let me know if you're the same way. Like, do you greet everybody? Do you feel this shared camaraderie of being out in nature and exploring things on your own with your own legs, like, let me know. I think I'm not alone in this. Well, this is completely different. Wow.
And it smells wonderful. Some kind of sweet flower nearby.
Bill literally stops to smell the flowers as we're on this hike. I think it's just an excuse to rest.
Why wouldn't you stop to smell the flowers? That's the whole point.
Fair enough. Oh, and the wind started again. Woo! Are we going this way?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I kind of thought that we were coming out of the scrambling and that our scrambling was done. Here we are, more ropes of a sort. They're chains. So we're still walking along the ridge. We're not done with the hike yet, honey.
Oh, I know that.
I mean, I'm not like sad, but I am starting to get a little tired. My ankles are feeling it. And my knees, especially my knees. I think we are done with the rock scrambling and the ropes. I think we're to the easy part of the trail. I've read that the first half of the loop that we're doing today is the hardest. We're going in the clockwise direction, which is the way I read to do it, so that you tackle the hard part first and then it's easy the rest of the way. I really hope that what I read was right. This is already so much easier than scrambling on rocks. I really like it. I am so appreciative of my body today and the training that we've done in Taiwan to be ready for this by doing all of our hikes and our walks and our stairs, and that our bodies are capable of doing this when we need it to. It's pretty amazing. Not everybody is so fortunate, and I understand that, and I just want to say thanks to my body for doing this today. I mean, we are not the youngest travel channel that's out there, in case you hadn't noticed. Oh boy, the views. Oh my God, the views are amazing. Holy, wow. We popped out onto a road of some kind, which my ankles are very grateful for. Oh, there's traffic. Wait, can a taxi come up here? Can we just call a taxi home? That's cheating. We're not gonna do it. Although I kind of want to.
Uber!
Bill finally got to fly his drone a little bit. The wind died down just enough that we felt safe doing that, so I recorded some other things, and all of a sudden I saw him walk away holding his phone and the controller above his head. Don't worry, that was just a dramatic reenactment. I thought to myself, that's a bad sign. So here's the footage from when our drone decided to take a little holiday of its own. This is one of the first signs for our trail that I've seen, but it's pointing back to where we came from. Why? No, we did that. I got the t-shirt. Actually, I didn't get a t-shirt. Where's my t-shirt? I want a prize. Oh, another map. Shiny things. All right, where are we? So we are here. We don't have that much further left. Oh, to a temple. Ooh, a temple means a bathroom. That is a hot tip if you come to Taiwan. If you go to a temple, almost all of them have bathrooms.
All right, we're just walking back in this trail, and these are the peaks we reached today. There's the really, really tall one there. And then down here, this is Teapot Mountain. We haven't been able to see the teapot until just now. So you can see the spout on the left, and that's, we think...
The handle is broken.
The handle, it needs a handle.
As the legend goes.
And that's the teapot. That is Teapot Mountain.
It is hard to believe that we were up there and up there just a few short hours ago, and now this one is covered in clouds. That's how high we were. The clouds cover the top of the mountain where we were standing, where we hiked to with our own two legs. That's nuts. That's so cool. I'm pretty proud of us. Predictably, there's a few stairs on the way down. Just a few. By a few, I mean there's a lot. There's a lot of stairs. A lot. Just pointing out that Bill is taking video right next to the beware of killer snakes and bees and really taking one for the team. Apparently this is an abandoned mine of some kind. This is such a surprise to come across up here. These are all lined up sort of like soldiers. It's kind of odd. This seems really intentional. Maybe it's a tribute to people who lost their lives in the mining? I don't know. There don't appear to be any tunnels or anything, so I guess it was just the rock, something in the rock that they were excavating at this point. Maybe iron ore? I have no idea. There were some cute dogs, so we knew we had to stop anyhow.
Oh, hello. Yes. Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you. Oh, no, we're gonna play.
Oh, Papa. Hi. Oh, you guys are so cute. Hi.
It's a rock scrabble down to the finish. This is quite the end. This last section has been pretty brutal. It also seems like nobody has gone on this section in a while. I know there are tons of ways to get up and down from what we did today. This particular one seems maybe like it's not used very often. Oh yeah, that's in ruins. But look what I just found. Some old tracks for like a really small train. What is this? I don't know. But it ends right here. Look.
Yeah.
That literally is the end. We are nearly at the end. That is what matters. And this particular trail does not seem like it's used very often. We might be the only people today who went on this particular route. More stairs.
Really not sure what these old ruins are about, but this looks like the Taiwan Rail Company logo. Not sure if I'm right, but it might be.
That hike is officially the hardest we've ever done, with the most ways we could have died.
It took us about twice as long as it should have, because we film everything. The estimates were around 4 hours for the loop we did. It took us about 7.
And we got out of it with only a few minor injuries.
Yeah, and we came home with the drone, which is a plus.
It's a bunch of wins. We have absolutely earned a giant dinner somewhere, so that is what we are about to find now. We are gonna call it for today.
There's a cat coming up to see me.
There's a cat who wants to be in the end of our video. So I think that about does it. Thank you so much for watching. The cat thanks you too. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
We don't have any food for you. We don't even have food for ourselves.